What is up, heroes of Dominion? Happy Friday. Happy weekend, everybody. My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central Live. Blue background looks good. I'm a little washed out with it. Maybe we do green. Red. Blue. Let's just stick with the blue. Blue is fine. Blue is fine. Let's see what we got. D. Warman is here on the ones and twos as always. Colorado Kid 26. Lukash, welcome. Wally, Topaz, Blue Wizard, Karkh. I see Osha, Abdulkader, excuse me. I see the penguin in the live stream. That's too happy. It's one too many happies, Phoenix. Right on. I'm having a very productive morning. Very productive warning. We got some flood warnings happening here in the Midwest. It's been storming since early this morning, and it's just been raining like crazy. Listen, I want you guys to be strong, be glorious. I want you guys to be amazing this weekend. We got to save the bees. You don't literally have to save the bees, but you guys need to... You need to take some time. I was talking to somebody earlier today, and they're visiting, or they're at a retirement party, and that really got me thinking. That got me thinking about how we're so inundated with stimulus, so much. We just have so much stuff going on all the time. If I'm not playing a game, I'm watching YouTube. If I'm not watching YouTube, I'm watching a movie on Netflix or on Hulu or on, I don't know, Disney Plus, right? We're rushing from one thing to the next, and we fill up our day with as much minutia as we can. And this weekend, I want you to break that habit. We gotta reflect. I'm not saying that we need to like meditate. I'm not saying that we need to. Maybe I am. Maybe we need to make some big life changes. I'm trying to find out exactly what that looks like for me. I'm not sure what that looks like just yet, but let's save the bees. Yes, let's definitely save the bees. Let's continue to say hi to the chat. Richard Cochran, aloha from Arizona. Daniel Fiore. Ha says, nice haircut. I mean, I haven't had my haircut in a couple of weeks. Good morning, Randy. I think we're about to get some rain here. Oh, Topaz, it is pouring. I keep getting flood warnings from the river. It's kind of far away, but still. Jose on Facebook. Bees in real life are a little important in nature, but still, they're very important in nature, Guardian. We got to save the bees. Got Alan from Canada. Is Hero Soulstone chest good to invest in for level 124 team? Chen Yan Zhang, great question. Great question about Hero Soulstones. And are you referring to the Summer Festival merchant? Because if you are, I actually wrote a blog post this morning. Guys, check out HeroWarCentral.com for the latest blog post. I break down the Summer Festival, put a lot of great information in there, a lot of screenshots in there, my thoughts on the summer skins, my thoughts on what to buy and the strategies behind it. I feel like that it is going to be your number one source for all things Hero Wars. So you should check out the blog. Good afternoon, Denny. Assassin's been transforming his little piece of high desert into an oasis the past 7 years. Assassin, I want to say something to you right now. I want to say this, and I appreciate and respect what you're saying there, and I'm glad you didn't say, where exactly specifically it is. But a wise man told me one time. He told me, he's like, your love life and your finances and your next move. Those are three things you need to keep to yourself. Your love life, your finances, and your next move. Keep them to yourself. You never know who's watching. You never know who's watching that wants to tear you down. You never know. I'm not paranoid or anything. Maybe I'm a little paranoid. I don't know. But no offense, you guys are never going to know where I live. I do have a post office box if you all want to send me stuff. I've already gotten fan mail. I've already gotten some fan packages in the mail. And I appreciate those. I do. You should definitely do a reflection video. Like reflection on my time playing Hero Wars. Niche, welcome. First time to make the live stream for once this week. Okay, welcome back. Karkh for winner, my comment on the complete guide of Summerfest. Okay. Wizard Karkh knows what's up. Since I've got the heroes that I use to I don't really know what to buy from the summer event shop. I actually spend a lot of the blog breaking down what to buy depending on what stage of the game you're in. And look for a Dark Depths blog gonna get published in the next 2 days. Very excited about that. Everyone check out a guild named Cool Green Crab Guild on server 34 on the web. What's up, Dex to Boss? Double O, my first summer festival, and it seems fun so far. My Go Teen Titans Go squadron shall commence the feeding during the event and will smite all. Guys, I've been watching Titans on HBO Max. Speaking of overstimulation, I've been watching Titans on HBO Max. I never got around to watching that show, and I love that show. That is such a good show. I've never really been a huge fan of DC Comics because everybody's too overpowered. Although Superman is my absolute favorite superhero. But everybody in DC is just too powerful. Like, Superman is, he's just overpowered. What's up, Tanya? Gareth, another Canadian, says howdy from Edmonton. Sasha, hello. Dan Elliott, hello. I kind of disagree with that. They should be shared. They should be shared. Shared. Titans is a great show. I like Robin. Nightwing. Dick Grayson. I like Dick Grayson. Incognito, thank you so much for that. Guys, I maxed out my Karkh last night on live stream. Super pumped about that. Definitely how Hero Wars has changed over the time you've played it. Oh, man. Hero Wars has changed so much. It's changed so much. Like Teen Titans from the early 2000s. I've watched that too. So there was a live stream today. It was a quiz live stream. It was very short. And for a hot second, I thought about dressing up like Daniel. He was in a little floaty. He had a life vest and some sunglasses on. I thought about dressing up a little bit for the occasion, just to match him, because I've done that in the past. But I decided against it. I thought better of it. Overstimulated. Overstimulated. Who's your hero for a second max? I don't know yet. I keep thinking Helios is a good choice. Phoenix made a fantastic argument behind it. But I think maybe Astaroth? I don't know. I maxed out my Yasmin during the Summerfest too, but it was heavily overshadowed by your Karkh maxing. Yasmin's a strong damage dealer. You maxed it out, D-Warman, you maxed out your Yasmin on server 53? That's awesome. Evil Love, Diligence. I bought a lot of items from the Dark Depths event a couple of weeks ago, and then I bought the final item. I bought the final item yesterday or the day before. Well, whenever the event went live, I bought the final item that I needed. But see, I knew ahead of time because what happened, Evil Love, was I watched my live stream where I went over what the shop was last year, so I knew that the shop had the items that I was looking for. And while the items are a huge waste of the Summer Festival coins, it was a goal. It was a goal of mine to get Karkh maxed by Summer Festival, and I made it. Incognito, I've got a great video on how to counter Yasmin without Helios for mobile players coming out in the near future. We know who the real MVP is. What, Yasmin? Wouldn't your next best hero be Faceless? Yeah, Wally, I have been considering Faceless as well. On server 29 using ODH. Right on. Right on. Yeah, I don't know what I would do without D-Warman running the show. So, let's finish up a quick discussion talking about this Summerfest live stream. It was a quiz. There was some rewards. It was free honey just for hanging out. The chat was bonkers. It was just super fast. I tried to say a couple of things, but the chat was going so fast during that live stream that I couldn't really get anything in edgewise, and I congratulate Daniel for another live stream, even though the bot didn't work like it was supposed to. Free stuff is free stuff, so if you haven't already and you're a Facebook and web player, go check out that live stream just for no other reason, and click the link. Get a little bit of trivia about the Summer Festival out of the way if you want to watch. It's like a 15-20 minute live stream. It wasn't very long, but it was good. It was a good live stream. I'm a relatively new player and don't have any hero to absolute star. Should I spend all festival coins on soul chests? Zorgamus, I think that You can literally spend it on anything as a new player and you'd be okay. You'll have a much easier time with a couple of heroes at Absolute Star. That's for sure. Share your love life. Let people know how you did and they won't make your mistake. Share your finances. Let others learn from your mistakes and learn. Yeah, but okay. I understand what you're saying, Matthew. That's one way to look at it. And the way that I'm looking at it is I'm not trying to brag about anything. I'm not trying to tell people. See, the biggest mistake that you can do whenever you begin on an endeavor, whenever you decide to do something, like if you decide to start a new diet, or if you decide to start a new exercise program, or if you decide to start a new career or a new side hustle, the worst thing that you can do is like day one or day two, be like, hey, everybody on my friends and family and Facebook and Instagram and everywhere, I've decided that I'm going to start this thing. Because then if you end up not being that way, you end up with this like boy who cried wolf situation. Please, Max Helios next. What would you not spend summer festival coins on? Summer dolls and pet eggs. They should have had the summer festival quiz in place. Oh, that's a good idea, Double O. That's a really good idea. People like to shred others when they get access to certain info, so not disclosing certain details is a good thing. Yeah, I have a very strong crypto portfolio. A very strong crypto portfolio, and it's doing well. It's doing well. I actually thought about doing a YouTube channel on finances back whenever I was a financial planner, but I wasn't very interested. I wasn't very passionate about it. Like I was passionate about it so much that I would make myself money by selling people, different financial products, insurance products, investments, that kind of thing. But I just took the knowledge that I had and invested in myself. But am I like, is this going to turn into a crypto channel? No chance. No chance. I'm not going to tell you to buy or sell or whatever. But if you're not in crypto, I suggest that you get educated, not just for the sake of learning. Not just for the sake of making money in cryptocurrency, but the technology behind it, like what it's capable of, how it's going to change financial transactions in the future, how it's going to change gaming, how it's going to change how you buy a car, how you buy a house. Crazy. Saving up summer coins until the 2 last day to use. Smart. Have 80 eggs on hand, but you can save those over a few weeks. Guardian 06, that's the thing. Like the eggs, that's why the eggs are probably the lowest value of the whole thing, is you just randomly get 20 eggs from an adventure, right? You get like 10 from each of the boxes, and then like the final one you get like 30 something. So it just seems like a low return for me. There isn't. Yeah, I had to post. Damn, probably the pet artifacts. You know if there is a minigame. There's no minigame, Lincoln. Yeah, sorry. Crypto Hero Wars. The encouragement and support of your friends and family is exactly what you need when you're taking on a new challenge. I don't have any friends. I don't have any family. No. No, that is true. That is true. That is true. So, Summerfest live stream discussions out of the way. Blog posts. Go check out the blog posts on Summer Festival if you haven't already. I spent a lot of time on it this morning. I spent most of my morning on it, actually. Instead of publishing a video this morning like I do every morning at 8:30-ish every single day, I published that blog instead. The video is going to go live at 2 p.m. Central Time this afternoon. We're going to talk about why skins are less important on Facebook than they are on mobile. We had that topic on a live stream a little while ago, so if you are watching now and you watch that live stream, you don't have to watch that video. There, I saved you time. Friends are just enemies, so you don't have the guts to kill you. Oh, man. That's funny. Yeah. And you know, it's like, it's always so interesting when people tell me what they spent, like they spent their money on. It's like, that's fantastic. You're spending all your money on that. Everybody has different opinions. I guess I need to watch the first 15 minutes. Glad I'm Mike, nah, we're just jumping around. We're just jumping around. So nothing exciting is happening on mobile today. There's no news on mobile today. When the 27th comes around, which is what? When is the 27th? It's Sunday. So tomorrow night, this Corvus and Morrigan Soulstone event's going to go live. We'll probably do some videos talking about Corvus and Morrigan again. We'll probably do some videos discussing the Dark Depths skin. I haven't done a skin focused, like a skin cycle focused video, I think in since like February. Maybe the Masquerade skins. I did a video on that. But most of my skin discussion videos have been tied into the overarching event videos. What's up, Klaus? Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm trying out a new thing. Let's see how it goes. Hey, everyone. I'm totally getting into Gareth. But then how would everybody know how serious you are about CrossFit? How would everybody know how serious you are about becoming a vegan? A vegan. I had a friend tell me the other day they were starting the hard 75. Do you guys know what the hard 75 or 75 hard is? You guys know what the 75 hard is? It is discipline like you wouldn't believe. And I don't think I can do it. Speaking of skins, thoughts on the new Dark Depth skin? I'll save that. I'll save that discussion, Phoenix. I'm not sure yet. Not sure yet. Excited for Undead event on mobile. Is it really worth it to invest with Morrigan? I think Morrigan is a good hero to invest in. Top 25 hero for sure. Counters 2 of the strongest tanks on mobile. Armor penetration artifacts. You got Undead synergy with the 5 Undead heroes on mobile. More synergy with Undead heroes on mobile than there is on Facebook. The cow eats the grass and I eat the cow. I tried to be vegan. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Didn't have the discipline. By accident, I discovered a stock named after Leon. Okay. Satori have 2 armor skins. Satori doesn't have 2 armor skins. Does he have 2 armor skins on Facebook? I don't know. I never touched Satori on Facebook. He does have 2 armor skins. Wow. Okay. I don't know why. Any point in saving artifact chest keys, pet summoning eggs, Titan artifact spheres, or Titan summoning spheres? Incognito, yes to some, no to others. Pet summoning eggs, you want to always keep 80 on hand. Keep 80 summoning eggs on hand. Artifact chest keys, I believe that there's only one event that you need to use, and I think you only need to open 12. Titan summoning spheres, there's an event that asks you to open 10 per day all weekend. So you want to keep 30, but like it depends. If you're in a guild that's really rocking and rolling, you don't really need to save either of those. Nexter's pushing Undead hard, makes me think you should avoid them. This guy knows what he's talking about. Remy peed on the light, but Remy peed on the floor for the first time today in weeks. She peed on my rug. Threw her out the window. She gone. Jeffrey Park experiment. The Jeffrey Park experiment continues. Let's see how Guild Wars are looking this week. We've had a strong week in Guild Wars. Very strong week on server 53. I only have 1 assigned target. Why is Michael using Merlin here? Can anybody help me out with this? Good thing she's cute. Yeah. Avocado 160? No. Don't you mean the dislike button? Years in the infantry, which get a hit of CrossFit, people talking about it as some crazy new concept as we already doing cricket circuit training, also allergic to soy, so no vegan here. I mean, I do circuit training. It's his favorite pet. What's up, Frank from Slovenia? It's possible to best a team 400,000 power higher. Probably didn't feel like changing the pet out. Is it a trick? Helios magic against the asthma? I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's happening here. But here we go. Poor Michael has no clue. That Luther is super weak. Why is he using Luther? Why is he using such a weak Luther on this team? Is this guy intentionally trying to lose? Like, is he trying to be like... That seemed a little too easy. I mean, they were only 400k, I guess. Whatevs. Merlin counters magic teams well, so if Yasmin is your main damage dealer, someone is likely to attack with Helios Celeste. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Decreases magic defense. Magic damage. I mean, I guess. How does Merlin defend against Helios? It doesn't add magic defense. Decreases magic defense of the... I don't understand how Merlin is good against Helios. Michael doesn't watch Heroes. Can't you beat Yasmin without Helios? I can, but why would I try? Jordan Osai, the best hero that I would recommend would be Sebastian on Facebook and web, possibly Helios on mobile. Huh. Shrug. Let's go to the other team fights while we're at it, while we're trying to save the world. So I made a Merlin's an offensive pet, not a defensive one. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Klaus. I made a decision earlier this week to get back to journaling and like tracking my tasks, my daily tasks. I find that I don't drink as much water and I don't hold myself accountable going to the gym. Like whenever I went to Florida for those 7 or 8 days, I got so out of habit for all of my routines. It was bad. It was so bad. I really need to get back in the routine. So I started writing down my tasks and what I should be doing every day, and I felt like that's helping, but I don't think that's like a big life-changing thing. Nice. But guys, take 10 minutes this weekend. Take 15 minutes this weekend and ponder your life. Ponder, when would you like to retire? When, what kinds of things would you like to be doing when you retire? Because realistically, if you ask yourself this question, it's like, what do I want to do when I retire? What do I want to do when I retire? And I thought, you can take that and work backwards. Like if I wanted to like go sailing, then obviously there's steps between here and becoming a sailor, a seaman, if you will, that I need to accomplish. Like I gotta get a boat, like a seaworthy boat. I gotta move to a place that has access to water full time, not just the river. Like I have access to the river, to the Missouri and the Mississippi River right here. Do I need Martha for this? We're gonna go back to Jorgen. Bob too. And just work backwards. Like I keep asking myself, like, what do I want to do when I retire? If I can ever decide what I want to do when I retire, that's the next YouTube channel I'm gonna make. Talk about the game? Crashing Dad, I'll talk about whatever I want. Sorry. No offense. Demonetized? Best pet for Sebastian, and does he? Sebastian is a tough one. I mean, depending on the team that you're in, I think, a lot of people will use Fenris on the on like magic damage teams. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that pot. Oh, nice. I totally interrupted Luther's jump there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and copy. I'm gonna copy. Oh, I guess I was. That wasn't Maya's ultimate that she used there. I was trying to copy Maya's ultimate. There we go. Talk about fried chicken. I like fried chicken. Like, what do you guys want to do when you retire? Retire from what? I mean, I spent a lot of time. I spent a lot of time not playing this game, working on this, doing my taxes, writing script, brainstorming, taking meetings with sponsors, taking meetings with viewers, taking meetings with different strategy. You know, I've talked. There's a lot more goes on than just me. You know, press and play. This is the big problem that live streamers run into and YouTubers and everything run into is me pressing record or start stream or go live or whatever and playing the game is like 5% of this job. It's like 5% of this job. The successful live streamers, the successful YouTubers, you don't see all of the things that they do. You just don't see it. All right, we're gonna swap in Sebastian here because of the enemy Qingmao. This Cornelius is gonna crush my faceless, and I need to get my Axel ult up before he does. So we're just going to save it. All right, now we're going to do it. Oh, well, we're just going to roll through with Karkh. 3 straight ults. He gone. Did the name Maya inspired by my solution? Possibly, Chunin. Possibly. Let's see. When I retire, probably still do something in statistics, maybe move to Florida and work on advanced analytics from MLB. Ooh, Pat Fez, you know, whose minor league team's down in Jupiter, Florida. The Cardinals. Not the minor league team, the spring training. I would say it depends on your attacking team, but maybe Axel will defend against big hits. Oliver only helps against physical damage. Yeah, I like... Are we still talking about Sebastian pets? Those fights were easy, guys. Those fights were easy. 130-ish thousand power level. And that was only like 40,000 power level. Those fights were easy. Easy peasy. You're unbelievably patient and dedicated to deal with people every day. Oh, man. You should see the hate mail I get. Also, the amount of, like, vulgar pictures that people send me. This is a problem that I never thought that I would have. For real, for real. Port St. Louis, for me, big Mets fan. Okay. I'm fully retired, play a lot of video games, and sleep. When I fully retire, I'll go to the beach. So we're thinking about, overtime moving to Florida. And spending time on the beach there. I kind of not sure that I'm that much of a beach bum. Like, I like the idea of going to the beach, but actually going to the beach I don't enjoy. Like, I never enjoy actually going to the beach. It's nice to relax, but it's like, you just get sand stuck all over you, and you got to be there super early, otherwise you don't have a spot to sit. You're not allowed to bring, like, a lot of food and drinks sometimes. I don't know. There's all this. What age do you want to retire? 50 or 60? That's a good question. Every streamer has haters just means you're hitting it big. That should be a blog. Your mail. Save the beat. Oh, I should show you my mail, Ed York. I think I've only gotten 1 or 2 packages though. I guess I could have put that pack. Well. When I become disabled, I needed to think about retirement earlier than I thought I would. You have to be prepared for even accidental retirement. You know, Matthew's got a good point. Matthew's got to be a good point. Like, you guys, life is so short. You just don't know. You just don't know what's gonna happen. Like, the bees might all die, and life as we know it is over in 5 years. And what are we doing? We're going to work. We're going to work. We're staring at our phones instead of spending time with our loved ones. I try to go see my grandparents and my parents twice a month. They live over in Southern Illinois. Twice a month I try to get over there. I don't make it twice a month, but I try. You know, it's always nice. They live way out in the country. In a part of Illinois that doesn't really feel like Illinois, if you know what I mean. Elephants and, you know, whatever else. Maybe a meteorite fall tomorrow. Yeah, very true. Florida's not all it's presented to be, especially now since it is now Trump land. John Parks, we're not going to talk about politics in here if we can help it. SSD or SSI isn't enough to live on if you retire. See, Scott K, that was one of the things that I would say all the time whenever I was trying to pitch people cash value life insurance. I would just talk to people about, you know, that sort of thing and being able to draw against it if you're, you know, permanently or partially disabled. Like the regret in people's eyes whenever you talk to 70 and 80 and 90-year-olds. Yeah, work. I know. Just got 60 hours in this week. Just got home and watching your stream. I mean, Crashing Died, I really appreciate you spending your time watching my live stream. 60 hours is a lot, though, man. I hope you're building an empire. Charlie, will you give a honey gift for everyone? Ooh, if I could, I totally would. Ah, that would be such a good thing. I'll ask Daniel. Guys, I'll ask Daniel if I can give a honey gift out and see if I can make it happen on Monday or maybe over the weekend. That'd be a cool thing. I wish there was more options for gifts for me and the other YouTubers. Sounds like the place to be. JP better than in Chicago where 50+ get shot each weekend. Okay. No more of that, guys. No more of that. We're not gonna talk about Chicago versus Florida. Okay, John Park's good enough. Good enough. Typhoons and flooding. Sure. I am 70. I got no regrets. Bluebell, I love it, man. I love it. And you still have like 30 to 40% of your life left. What are my scripts about? Sci-fi, drama, comedy? Diva, what do you mean my scripts? Like I spend time every day coming up with topics for the live stream, which I've completely deviated from my topics in today's live stream. Complete delineation. That's not the word. Deviation. You know, I brainstorm about videos, even though I have like a list of probably 200 topics for videos. It would be good to move to more variety when it comes to gifts giving. Yeah. Hi, Charlie, a little late to the stream. Any word on minigame? There is no, Mark D'Souza, there's no minigame for 2021. No minigame. San Diego. San Diego's pretty awesome. San Diego was nice. San Diego's like the nice parts of Florida, but not as hot. Not as hot. Budgegar. So we could talk about Summer Festival a little bit more. I spent a little bit of time last night doing some max testing with Ginger, and I'm still having trouble. I'm still having trouble finding a place for Ginger. Now, admittedly, I don't have the ability to test with pets. But this armor penetration skin it's not doing as much as I thought it would. So I'm thinking like Fenris is the only pet you can even put on her. I tried her with engineer teams. I tried her with like basic physical attack team. You can't really add her in for support. She has no utility. Damaging enemies. Damages enemies. There's no support here. There's no utility at all. She doesn't boost anybody. She doesn't control anything. What is Ginger for? She's so vanilla. I've always wanted to visit Chi-Town. Need to check out the nightlife and the food. It's a good place. Some of the best pizza in the world. She's good with Jet and Dorian. Outland boss against Alyssa. She clears the spiders. Okay, spider killer. Sure, sure. So we needed. Did we need a skin for that though? Evil Love. Like, did we? I guess that's something, right? I guess that's something. It's been a while since I've gone after these bosses. It's been a long time since fighting these bosses. If she gave armor pin to the team, yep. Stop the ginger hating. She's cute, and that's all that matters. What a shame. So I'm not there yet. I might be able to get close to beating this guy. Okay, there we go. Nice. I'll take it. Brog, Alyssa. I mean, I don't know. But redheads? Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. When we have another chance at Earth Totem. Earth Totem. I guess Winterfest? Oh, there went Ginger. Yeah, see this fight? Yeah. They need to add synergy with the engineers. So that is a big problem. And I think that's what really the crux of my problem with Ginger is the whole engineer synergy. It's just not there. It's non-existent. Because all you have is this drone swarm. That's it. Bonus damage after the second ult. If Ginger was using rocker launcher instead of getting Gatling gun, she's gonna be OP. Trigoon's Alyssa, he made a difference for me. Yeah. Your name, it's like it's lit up blue. So Timon D. Warman is a mod. It's because he's a mod. Too many random drops happen, but my best hero is Peppey. Any advice? Peppey is a strong hero. Pair Peppey with Aurora or possibly Luther or Cleaver, and you're going to have a great little combo. I need more love from the viewers. I don't need more love for the viewers. I definitely don't need more love. You guys are overflowing with love. And then Astrid and Lucas, like I keep just getting caught up on her lack of scaling and her armor artifacts. If she had an armor penetration artifact, like, she'd be awesome. Charlie needs to keep track of my shenanigans. Mal over Ginger any day for looks. You know her arm is her brother, right? Her arm would be a little freaky. I also actually like Mal better in game. I am curious if she'll get a clan soon. Who would Qing Mao be a part of? Like, without offending all of Asia by creating some clan, like the Shogun or the Ninja or the Samurai or the Ronin. Like, who else would even be paired up with Qing Mao? Dante? Oh, Elmir. Elmir and Qing Mao. Okay, there's two of a similar kind of themed hero. Yasmin, kind of? Those are all warriors, though. Huh. Qing Mao can be in a white hair clan. I really want to like Astrid and Lucas, the only alt that can carry over to the next battle, but yeah. My team is Luther, Yasmin, Celeste, Maya, Sebastian. What pets should I use, and what team should I be able to defeat? I mean, you have a chance, really, against any team. Oliver on Luther. Axel maybe on Celeste. Axel or Merlin on Celeste. Put the other one on Maya. Sebastian, Albus, or Fenris. Team Pet. Team Pet could be Albus. Team Pet could be Fenris. Team Pet could be Oliver or Axel. Give Ching Mao a crit skin and use her with Jet. I like Ching Mao a lot. I like Ching Mao more than I like Ginger for sure. She's frontline though. Frontline. It just seems to me like, am I wrong here, guys? Am I wrong here? It seems like all of the top tier heroes that people think about, at least for damage dealers, they're all close to the front, right? They're all close to the front. Kira, Karkh, not Lars. I guess Lars is kind of far back, but Krista, you know, Krista's in the front. Jew, right? Top tier damage dealer, top tier hitter, excuse me. Except for the mages. I guess Helios and Orion, they're kind of further back. Daredevil is mid to back line, I guess. But like all of the damage dealers in the back, Elmir is front line. All the damage dealers that are kind of in the back, like Heidi, Astrid Lucas, Ginger, Darkstar, Artemis. I mean, they all feel like second-class damage dealers. Orion is not front. True. How to beat an Ishmael team? Efetapon is the Ishmael tanking? If the Ishmael is tanking, then use like Ching Mao or Anvari behind a strong tank. Is it Mara better on Karkh? Why are you using Fenris? Heidi, I'm going back and forth. I'm going back and forth testing out Fenris and Mara on Karkh and Faceless, because there's reasons why I liked Mara on Karkh better, but Faceless's uppercut happens before Kark's ult every time, just about every time. Faceless's uppercut usually happens. What am I doing? Faceless's uppercut usually happens, or I'm sorry, power throw, not uppercut. And it's a similar stun. So I like that once Karkh starts ulting, he seems to just ult over and over and over again, and that's why I liked the additional stun duration on Karkh, because he seems to. It's kind of like Lars. Lars spends a lot of time stunning the enemy team. So I was kind of using him like that. So I'm kind of testing them both out. I'm testing out both ways. Mara or Merlin. Developers worked hard on the algorithms. Activation chance makes the game a bit unpredictable, which is cool, especially in case of Yasmin. Please some tips to tackle that waving tail. Yeah, makes sense for tanks to be front, followed by warriors, then marksmen, and support healers. Yeah, Finkel, so that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that like warriors are up front. I'm saying that the more popular damage dealers all seem to be mid to frontline heroes. When leveling up a hero, which is more important, skins, the artifacts, glyphs, or gift of the elements? John, are you on mobile or are you on Facebook? But realistically, the answer is this, John. The answer is this. You got to choose your scarcity. And I've said this a couple of times. I picked this up from a Facebook post, and I tried to find the Facebook post. I'm not sure if one of you guys said it or somebody else. But in this game, you know, it's not a short game. It's not a very short game. It's a long game. So you have to choose what resources, what events you want to invest in. You invest in, you know, take this shop, for example, the Summerfest shop. I talked about this a little bit in my blog post, but like, say you got some of these Summer Festival coins. Do I want to invest them in leveling up my skin stones? Do I want to invest them in leveling up my pets? Or do I want to invest them in leveling up my items? You can't do all three, right? You just can't. You got to spend the item where you need to spend the item. So the question that you have of, you know, which one's better to level up? If you're on, okay, so you're on web, I would say the skins and the sparks of power are the least important. The skins and the sparks of power are the least important. I think the artifacts are going to be, the artifacts in your glyphs are going to be the biggest impact on your heroes for sure. Evil Love contradicted me immediately, saying sparks are the most important. The most resources to keep you alive and do damage. Sparks are like Titan Seals. Okay. Giving you that attack health. A little bit armor. How many bat I add? I'm new here. I want to know how many bat I add. I'm not sure what you're saying there. Astaroth, Arachne, Celeste, Jorgen, Martha. What is your opinion on this team? DJ, I like the team. You don't have a lot of damage. You're going to be better on manual. Keep Celeste on offense as much as possible. I would consider adding some kind of magical damage dealer in there. Or swapping your tank for Aurora would go a long way for damage too. Everyone has their own opinion of this game, something I love, yeah. Evil Love's a strong player too. I respect the opinion. The sparks just they certainly will help keep you alive. That's for sure. But skins in the long run, they don't add as much at max as hero items do and artifacts do. And depending on the hero, obviously the sparks are more important than others. Fortunately, you can level all of them up evenly. Like, you don't have to choose. Like, whenever you're trying to decide where to invest your resources into, as far as events are concerned, you have to make a decision. But sparks of power rely on one resource. Skins rely on a different resource. Artifacts rely on another resource. So you can kind of level up everything across the board the same. What it really comes down to is like, all right, so I have $20 to spend, an arbitrary number. I have $20 to spend on Hero Wars for the next 3 months. $20. So then the question is like, where to best spend that $20? Do I buy emeralds? If you do, you want to wait for the ×4 sale, obviously. And then if I do that, when do I use these emeralds? Do I use them during a Skinstone event? Do I use them during an artifact event? Do I use them during a Titan event? And then whatever you choose, consistently, if you choose the same event over and over again, then the other resources, let's say you choose artifacts, then skin stones and glyphs they're gonna suffer a little bit, and that's okay. Eventually, you'll get them all maxed out, just like I did. Swapping out Arachne for Orion, yeah, that could work. Orion and Celeste are a very strong pairing, very, very strong pairing. If you did that, you'd probably have a little stronger of a team. Arachne can do some damage, and she's got a lot of stuns too. I think that team is good defensively, but there's not much for attack damage. Adding Orion may help. Sparks are like adding your normal default skins. Heroes don't get strong, beefy, and survivable until you get Sparks 25. Valkyrie's Favor. Okay, yeah, Valkyrie's Favor is... If I wanted to play this game and spend money on it without, feeling like I wanted to quit every day, then Valkyrie's Favor is necessary for sure. How come twins were not elves? Twins are satyrs. Lars and Krista are satyrs. They have hooves. They have hooves and antlers. They are not elves. See, she's got little antlers. You can't see her hooves because they're covered up by her boots. Same deal. You can't see Lars's hooves because they're covered up, but he's got antlers. And if you look at Jorgen, it's the same situation. He's got these big O antlers, and this is how you know for sure that they're all satyrs, because Jorgen is one of the twins' siblings as well, and he has hooves. They're satyrs. I think Chi Mao is more of a build a team around hero. Man, I haven't used the old tier list naming conventions in a long time, have I? Satyr clan with Jorgen. They might niche. They might. Let's see. What do we have? Let's talk about Facebook heroes real quick. So we have Alvanor, right? Alvanor. And then Isaac was before Alvanor. Who was before Isaac? Was it Corvus and Morrigan? I think it was. I think it was Coco and Momo. Undead before Isaac. So Coco and Momo. And then Yasmin. And then who's before Yasmin? I want to know what time it is there in Thailand. And Thailand, it's 12. So you're exactly 12 hours difference. It's 12:51 in the afternoon here. And I apologize. I can't pronounce your name. Sebastian was before Yasmin. Okay, Sab. And then who was before Sebastian? Was it Anvari? Was Anvari before Sebastian? I think it was. I think it was Andy, right? I think it was Andy. And then before Anvari... Wasn't it Anvari before Sebastian? I mean, I don't know why I'm doing this. I can just look. I'm kind of dumb. I'm kind of dumb sometimes. So it was Anvari... And then Martha, Satori, and then Astrid, and then Celeste. But we're not going to go that far back. So Alvanor is a support / mage. Isaac is a support. Corvus is a tank. Morgan is a support. Yasmin is a damage dealer. Sebastian and Vari supports. Martha is a support healer. Satori is a damage dealer. Astrid and Lucas is a support damage dealer. Do we get a new tank next? Are we going to get Tristan next? I just threw my dry erase marker and it landed in my glass of water. Freaking kidding me. Can I have Thai subtitles? No. I don't know how to do Thai subtitles. Before Satori? Before Satori, it was Astrid and Lucas, and then Astrid and Lucas was preceded by Celeste. That was a couple years back, though. She's a campaign hero. Do they add? Yeah, they added chapters. Whenever they added... I think Celeste was added when they added 14 and 15. See, she's not in 13, and 13 is where the game ends on mobile. But they added 14 and 15. I think Celeste might have been part of... I think Celeste might have been in game for a while before they added chapter 14. Because I think Astrid and Lucas was the big hero that they added in chapter 14 and 15. And they just gave the... Because you can see here, like, look at all of these nodes that have the same hero. Like, all Celeste and Astrid and Lucas. But if you backtrack, like, even right here, chapter 13 has 4 different heroes. Chapter 12 has 4 different heroes. Oh, yeah, 4 different heroes. So whenever they added chapter 14 and 15, they needed to add heroes onto here. And you can see that they only had basically a couple heroes to pull from. Mobile needs more chapters? Definitely. Charlie, long time no see. Jizzle, what's up? My hab's going to final wanting for Isles or Lightning. My final waiting for Isles or Lightning. Not sure what that means. Can you give some gifts, please? Some summer festival coins, please? I've spent a lot of energy. Vancha, what if I could? What if I could? Charlie, who do you think is the best damage dealer? The best damage dealer... Like, best is a difficult metric to go by. Is the best damage dealer the highest output over time? The highest output the quickest? Is the best damage dealer the one that has the least amount of counters to it? Is the best damage dealer the one that fits in every team? Oh, I got you. Well, does it need more chapters? Yeah. So if I were to, if knee-jerk reaction best damage dealer, I would say would probably be Kira. Because just with a little bit of support, she ends up being one of the most powerful damage dealers in the game. I think that most of the other damage dealers need more support. Maybe Yasmin would be the better. Maybe Yasmin would be the best because she needs the least amount of support. Yasmin or Orion maybe would need the least amount of support. They both have their own functionality that excels what they do, but they're both easily countered. So does that make them the best? Even though they do amazing damage and they don't need a ton of support, because they can be countered so easily, does that mean that they're not the best? You could say Celeste is the best damage dealer. Not only does she do insane damage, she also blocks healing. You could say that Celeste is the best damage dealer, but only on manual, not on automatic. Arachne's damage output's a little lower, but she's got some great control. Is the best damage dealer the one that has the most control? If you have one of every artifact weapon in the order of the items in the fragments page is the order of the heroes released. Ah, gotcha. Kira isn't that good now. I would bet you that I could build a Kira team that will beat every single team in the game. Veil 07. Tonight the other semifinal games, 7. Yeah, we're probably gonna go out. Dante needs a lot of support to one-hit KO tanks. Dante's more of a support damage dealer. He's got some strong control and some strong damage, but is he the best? Judge the best damage dealer on mobile. Oh man, damage dealt is such a misleading stat at end of the fight. I have had several fights where Kira did 4 times the damage, but Cornelius one hit killed 3 heroes back to back, almost full health. Cornelius is a significant damage dealer against certain targets. Do we measure the best damage dealer based on their preferred target? I think that's a tough question. I'm not sure who... Let me scroll back up here. I'm not sure who asked that question. But I don't know who the best damage dealer is. DJ. It's DJ. Kira really needs another skin, especially since she has a fairly simple counter. I think all the heroes have a fairly simple counter. Why does my water taste like dry erase marker? Save the bees, guys. This weekend, I need you to save the bees. I want you all to think about retirement if you're not retired already. I want you all to think about little things that you can do every day. It takes like 30 days or 20 days or 10 days to build a habit. What new habits can you guys build? Mine is drinking more water. Like I know I drink a lot of water, but I always feel way better on days that I drink plenty of water. I sleep better. Maybe it's reading 10 pages of a nonfiction book every day. Small things, guys, add up. But listen, I got a weekend safety brief for you, as always. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Stay out of the hospital, the newspaper, and jail. But if you end up in jail, establish dominance quickly. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.